Right, so we are on air. Simon is back at my home, and we were outside. He's got no mask because obviously we've reached that new stage of lockdown, but we are 2 meters, or as I like to call it, 4 laptops apart. Would you say that's 2 meters?
Absolutely.
Hi guys, it's Barry O'Leary here, and this is Simon. Hello again, Simon. And we got Alfie knocking around in the background, my dog. So Simon, we've obviously been doing this for about 2 months, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How many machines have you put through? It's not just me as a recycling point, obviously. There's 4 or 5 people now throughout Somerset.
Total for the scheme, around 250 qualifying machines.
Yep.
And I think these represent hitting 40 donations.
So 40 back.
40 laptops going to families or, at the moment, young learners.
Yep.
That didn't have one or were sharing one between multiple children.
Right.
But the pipeline at the moment is still a little bit long. We're getting more resourced to make the machines go through more quickly.
Right. And all these ones that are here, do you want to open one and just have a little look?
Sure.
So you just take your pick. This is like the Noel Edmonds,
Number 3.
Yes, box number 3, please. So
Samsung.
people are getting a carry case in this case.
We've now got carry case supply.
Yeah.
Nothing's unlimited, but there's enough at the moment coming through, which is really good.
Which means people don't drop them then, which is good.
Yeah, and it becomes more of a package as opposed to handing someone a laptop.
Yeah. So just tell us something, just even about this machine, just out of interest, or how this will work.
That's an i3 processor, which is really good. That's going to hopefully go to someone who has a more higher technical requirement, maybe a secondary school.
So it's more than your basic kind of word processing, or a bit faster, more stable.
The basic ones are really designed for MS Teams. Hello, Alfie.
Alfie, get off that.
Carry case. MS Teams and just home learning.
Yeah.
Whereas these higher spec ones will be for the extended use of maybe someone in a technical study, maybe sixth form study, doing something sciencey.
And the person who used to have this, obviously they used it for maybe their home banking, or they used it like for the word processing and all their personal life. Just to remind people, you're what's called a data destroyer. I mean, you don't look very dangerous, but you're a data destroyer. Yeah. What does that mean, and how is that you're a special data destroyer?
Don't judge the book, Barry. So basically, there's a port on here called a network port, and you do a thing called a PXE boot, PXE, and it basically connects this laptop to a host server that treats the laptop as a data holding device. It doesn't boot the laptop, it doesn't look at the device, it just talks to the drive directly and wipes the data. No one looks at the data. We always assume
so none of your team, nobody else.
The server talks to the laptop, and then it has a time date stamp of having this laptop with that hard drive having been proven to be wiped.
Right. So if I gave you a machine, I don't need to worry that somebody at the other end of the county will have all my old holiday pictures of me barbecuing, whatever else. No. And your company, Blackmore, is one of the kind of there's a limited number of companies in the UK to this sort of proper kind of industrial certification of definitely destroyed.
There's about 200 general companies like this that qualify to high level. There's only 6 that have reached distinction with honours.
Wow.
Which is quite an exclusive group of people to be in, and that's why we have the contracts we have. I don't really want to tell you them, but I suppose NHS is a good example of the sort of data we destroy.
So big, national, serious people with lots of data, people who we may have heard might have had a problem or not had a problem in the past. That problem can't happen with what you do.
There can be no good enough. It has to be absolute 100% guaranteed. There's no that'll do.
And how many people are involved in the scheme, both at your company and in around Somerset? And when are you going to stop doing this? Are you ever going to run out of steam?
It's got its own momentum now. We're going to have to resource up. We're going to need some maybe grant funding. We're going to need premises. We're going to be trying to put through in the region of, it's a windy day, 50 to 100 a month, and I can't see it ending.
So you still need machines, you still take machines, people still do need machines, obviously families. Oh, there's your phone. So this proves that we're live. There's no Mickey Mousing around here. Simon's going to take his call, and I think we'll wrap it up there anyway, but it gives you an idea of what Simon's up to in his company. I'm Barry O'Leary. I'm covering the area around Evercreech and Shepton Mallet up to Bruton, all around. There are lots of other people in the areas working hard to make this happen. Nobody's making any money out of this. If anything, it's costing Simon time and money to do it, but he's a marvellous man. And as you can see, There's another 4 here that are going to go locally to villages like Crosscombe, like Pilton, Pill, Evercreech, Shepton, as I say. But if you've got a machine in the background of your house gathering dust, and everybody has about 5 of these things, get in touch. We want your technology, and we want to re-gift it to somebody who really needs it. Thanks a lot, guys. Simon, say goodbye.
Cheerio. Thanks a lot, everybody.